For our first timers, I'm Abiola, Abi for short, and this is Inka, AY for short.
Today we're going to be talking about two good parents and one struggling marriage. So we're going to go deep into how parenting can affect our marriage and how also marriage can affect parenting.
Exactly.
Sometimes some people tend to like neglect one for another. Which
I think in many cases, if you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to another. I think
but there can be a balance.
Well, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. There can be a balance. Yes, there can be a balance.
So learn about the balance. Yes. She's right. There can be a balance, and that's what we're talking about. Yes. Okay.
So
where do we even start?
Where do we start from?
Because there's a lot.
It's like a real reality check. You know, because a lot of people might not want to talk about it, but it's like it's a real reality check.
The interesting thing is that there's the phase of you go from marriage to the first child, then now from the first child to the second child to the third child, you know, to the fourth and fifth and sixth, you know.
Maybe football team.
But I think it all starts with the essence of our channel, Rooted and Real. It all starts with the person who originated marriage and originated parenting, motherhood, fatherhood. So this is also for an episode for fathers. Actually, all the episodes are for fathers because you need to support your wives.
Yes, you need to understand them.
Exactly. Yeah. You need to hear. See, this is us. Just see our series on motherhood resets collection or series on how you would hear some things that your wife will not come and say to you.
Yes.
So they are here saying,
but they might share the video with you. Okay.
Exactly. So anyways, so it all starts with where we rely on the person who ordained marriage and motherhood. Where we start, like where we rest. It's from what we have with the person who originated it. That's what will reflect in us being in marriage and in parenting journey. And like you said that there is a balance to it, which is true, but the balance comes at a cost.
Oh yes.
Because both marriage and motherhood requires sacrifice on everybody's part, both the husband and wife. So when even like if you're going to deal with the marriage aspect, the way marriage impacts motherhood or impacts parenting is a lot. Like it's a lot, to be honest. But because marriage is between two people, the overflow of what you have in your marriage will reflect in your motherhood journey.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Yes. Mothers, fathers out there, and you want to become a better mom. There is a need for that marriage, for one to also invest in that marriage being better, being good, for us to also be better moms. So if there are fathers out there, you want your wife to be a better mom to your kids, there is a role you will play in helping her be a better mom, right? And there's a role that you as the moms will play in your marriage to really enjoy, because you need to enjoy both marriage and enjoy motherhood.
So the way you're talking, something was just coming to my brain.
Please go ahead.
You know how you say that there's God, there's couple, and I feel like it's not just you jumped. I feel like you jumped. There is God, there is you, then there is your husband. They now decide to come together.
Yes.
Then coming together, and let's say, now we are together, baby. Let's bring more. Let's produce.
Yes.
Then there are the kids.
Yes.
So it starts with God, then it starts with you personally.
That's the ordainer of marriage, the person who ordained marriage and motherhood.
And everything ties back to like your personality, like who you are, how you are dealing with things. It also reflects on it. I think it's all connected.
Yes, it
is. You can't talk about, you can't separate them.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry to push you. I just that came to my mind.
It was good you said it actually. So back to what I said about like, so for husbands watching, for even the moms, of course, you are our people, you know, watching. You know, for us to be the better versions of us, like to parent our kids, we need our marriage. We need to make sure the marriage is also working. You know, let's just use examples here. Like imagine a mom who she's the one that will wake up. Kids are crying. Like I remember one of my brothers-in-law saying that, you know, husbands or fathers need to be proactive, where you don't have to tell the father you need to do this. Do you understand? Like if both parties are proactive, both husband and wife are being proactive, then you will enjoy parenting better, because the workload, mental load is not on one party. Because in most cases, it's not that most men want to put the mental load on the woman. Sometimes they don't know how to come in, and that's where communication comes in. So for our fathers, our husbands out there, we understand, we get it. You don't know how to come in sometimes. But it's also important for us to have those conversations and communication so that we can help one another. Because of course, nobody wants to get married and they now neglect their husband, or the wife neglect the wife, because it happens easily. Like sometimes where the attention of the mother is, be honest with yourself, where the attention of the mother is now just, oh my baby this, oh my baby is, what with this, what with that. Whereas it's your husband, and it's easy for you to say, but he's a grown-up man, he should take care of himself, he should do this, he should do that. But no, both is marriage. If that is there, that means you're saying you are two different individuals. That means it's not marriage taking care of a child. That means you're just co-parenting, but you're not moving from being partners to just being parents.
Yeah, and I think like that's really what is going on really, like in the society. People are mostly co-parenting than actually living together, like in oneness or something. Like they might not even know it. They might not know it. They just feel like they are functional, especially in this Western world. Like
you're just paying bills together. It's just like you both are employees in the house.
Exactly.
Yeah, employees pay.
The kids. No, you're not even getting paid because you're employed by the kids.
Employed by the kids, and the responsibility of bills and all.
Yeah, the kids are not paying you. You're paying them. So
go ahead.
So that's I feel like some people just live like that without really understanding the institution itself when it comes to like marriage. They're even going deep. You might even have like two great partners that they know what to do. Like in terms of like when it comes to like helping out, and then when it comes to like doing things in the house, like they're really parenting, they are there for their children, they are doing everything they're supposed to do. But the only thing they are missing is neglecting their spouse. So they now, rather than looking for ways to combine everything together, they're like, oh, I want to be the best daddy. I want to be like, I want to be the best model to my child, or I want to be the best model to anyone. They're saying that, but rather than they are doing everything they should do as a father, but what are you doing as a wife, or like as the husband to continue to be? I used to say something like, these children, like I'm no longer in my father's house. It's just my mom and my dad.
They only have themselves.
They have themselves.
We only have ourselves by the time the kids are grown.
They are going to grow. Once they go to the university, 18 years, right? They
were saying, oh my goodness, my first daughter is 6. I only have 12 Christmas. 12 years of doing Christmas my way with her. So she decides that mommy, this is how I want to do my Christmas, right? Yeah.
Let's give a scenario now. Like, I've been working, I woke up, or we both woke up, we prep the kids for school, I have meetings, then we pick up the kids, we do activities with the kids. Of course, you have to do activities with the kids.
Yes, because you need to enjoy motherhood. You're supposed to enjoy
Exactly. Then we are done, it's almost like past 7, you have to prep, like, you have podcast, you have your businesses, you are doing all that, then it's time, before you know it, you have to sleep. And how did you connect together?
Yeah, as a couple.
So we are saying this thing to know where things
so in kind of scenario now. Let's give like instance or suggestion of what people can do in the day. So what a typical day should look like if you want to improve your marriage connection while nurturing your while parenting. Exactly. So I love what you said about then after work then it's time to make dinner. So now that is where in making dinner can both the husband and wife make it a duty together to do it together so they enjoy it together. That's because you have to create the time. The time will not just happen.
Yes.
The time and that's something I really realized. Like when you really steward your time to see how time just goes for you may. We are doing this podcast, but there are several things we've had to, do in between. We targeted, we'll be done this time. See the several things that happen.
Yes.
So that is why, like, in stewarding your time, you categorize, okay, yes, so this day of the week, it may not be every day of the week that you get to do that. Maybe on Mondays, on Wednesdays, we're in the car, we are out. On Thursdays, we're in church. Okay, I know. Okay, what about Fridays? Okay, on Fridays, we know that every Friday when we're making dinner, husband and wife are together, daddy and mommy are together, having their time, you know. Oh, the Maggie is too much, the salt is too much, all those jokes, those things are also fueling your marriage. So we just have to intentionally create the opportunities that will make us connect. You may feel, oh, it's still cooking, it's a chore, but if you're doing it together and then you're talking, you're gisting, you know, and sometimes, and it's easy for us to talk about, turn off the TV while you're doing that. You can be playing music or something, play songs or something, so that you're really connecting. Because it's easy for us to be watching something and say, oh, family, do you see that?
But do you know that some people believe that the way of connecting is just watching TV?
Well, it depends on people. So you just study what works for.
Wait, let's talk about this. Like, for example, to you now, like maybe when you're watching TV, and how are you really connecting with the other person? So people might not see it as a way of like we are not connecting.
So it depends on both parties. So it depends on the husband and wife, because husband may feel I'm watching TV with you, so we are connected. I think my husband is like that. They say I'm watching TV with you. That's connection. But to me, I mean, we're just watching. We're winding away time together. It's not this thing because it's easy for us to say okay. But do you know? Come to think of it, when we were actually dating, I used to enjoy us watching movies together because I wanted to hear his thoughts. I wanted to, in getting to know him, I wanted to know how, okay, if you're the one, what will you do? So I wanted to learn about it. But now that we are married, what am I learning? Okay, I'm still learning about you. But it's not a form of connection to me. I'm saying it. I've said it to you and I'm saying it again. It's not a form of connection to me. A form of connection is we are really talking about your day, like the things. Because that way you get to understand the things that are triggering, the things that you know. You talk about your day, you talk about things, you talk about both of you.
Is it like men don't like to talk?
That's a question for you guys.
So guys, is it like you don't like to talk or like something? Because you realize, I feel like I'm just realizing like women want the same thing and men want the same thing. And you feel like, oh, maybe you're not really connected. But what do you mean you're not connected? How do you want to be connected?
Because you really need that connection in parenting. Another reason why you really need that connection is there are times that, like the other day, I told her that I'm gonna bring because I was working from home and she was gonna have a friend over, and most of their toys that they enjoy to play with their friends, they're downstairs because that's where their play area is. So I told her I was gonna bring the Gabby dolls, like the dolls upstairs for them. And then so she was like, okay. Then when we got home, I told her I'll be the one to tell daddy. I told her. So we got home, and then my daughter goes downstairs while her dad was still working and was trying to bring it upstairs. And my husband was like, I told you won't bring this upstairs. So in that instance, what I did was not to say anything there because I already know my husband. Before I knew that, I probably would have said, I know I was the one that told her to bring it. This is where in understanding yourselves, you will parent better. Do you understand? Like you will parent better because now when she called upstairs, I said, I told you you were not supposed to take it. I said I would do it myself because I was going to talk to my husband first to let him know that I already made my husband. I was going to talk to him first to let him know that was the reasoning behind bringing it upstairs and all. And then he still allows them to bring it upstairs. So that's something like in you both understanding one another, and it helps for you to parent your children well, so that there is no nasty behaviors around, things like that.
And it's also, I think, when couples are not like in tune, like there's no how you want to be a great parent. If the foundation is broken.
True. Marriage is actually the foundation for parenting. Like you said, God is the foundation for marriage because He ordained marriage. Like you said, then marriage is the foundation for how the parenting and motherhood will look like. We can really go like different ways, different direction with this because we are talking about good parents now. Like people that are even two good parents,
like people that want to like be intentional about their
parenting.
Imagine someone that does not even care about I don't. That's the wife job. Like if the kids are good, that's their mama is doing a great job. Some people have that mentality, right?
It's on the mother.
It's on the mother alone. They don't really care. Their own is just to provide.
Wow.
And yet they're just providing. They're just focusing on like providing. They're not even thinking of how to not connecting with the children and not connecting with the spouse.
Yeah, no.
There's another.
It's so unfair because there's a reason why God made us, the man and the woman to raise an holistic child. There's a reason. Yeah. There is a reason. The children need both, and they also need a functioning marriage. That's the thing. Like especially if you're living together and all. It's not for people maybe that are separated and they are co-parenting. There's also another strategy that will work for that. For now, talking about like people who are married, living together, the children are watching them grow. Yes, children also love to see the connection. They love to see when their mom and dad are playing and all.
Exactly, and they're always very, very happy. I have this face, like I always look very serious. Like sometimes when I'm just walking and my baby girl will come, Mama, are you okay? No, now I've always had that face. Like my friends will be like, oh, when you carry serious, you don't even need. She does not need to talk. Like you can see it in her face. Now that I'm a mom, I'm now more intentional about always having like I say I'm good. It's just my face. I took it from my dad. I'm sorry. Like now I just have to be like this. So that she won't think like, and really there's nothing, just like natural food.
You know what this makes me remember? It makes me remember when we did the episode on how our kids are watching us. They're learning how we live life as even adults and to help them frame their minds for how they will be.
So imagine if it's something that is really causing like that look, like maybe I'm hungry or something is, then something is wrong. Something is wrong.
That's so true.
And all we just want to pretend as if, and the kids will know when you are pretending. The kids will know, and it's affect them not just physically, emotionally.
It's true. You're right. The other day I was telling my husband that I think Zoe noticed something. And that was because there was something happened, and so it had changed their dad's countenance around the house and all and everything. So I was telling him, I was want to explain to her what had happened and things like that, and how to just talk to daddy and I just help daddy through the face and also so they really feel like, and that's another thing with parenting. I was saying with my husband the other day that how as parents we can't really just be wearing our emotions too much around them because they will feel is it their fault? Are they the ones? Did they upset you or something? Do I need to be parenting is work?
It's a lot of work, but I believe that when I like how these new moms, like these new generations are trying to be very, very intentional about it. Rather than, it is what it is, like just doing it their way. People are taking parenting classes, watching podcasts like this. I'm sure there's a reason why this is coming to your to
your feed right now.
So it's maybe this is your sign to know that you are doing something right.
And honestly, it's so true what you said. And in terms of marriage, though, I feel like it's more moms or wives that actually attend most of all the seminars and things. And I think it's a call for dads to also because really we don't really go to a school to learn about marriage and parenting even like it's based on the work, how we put in the work ourselves, like attending and watching podcasts like this for women and even for men, and for men even coming out to also speak more and even attending things like this, like seminars like this, so that, and also them rubbing minds and things like that.
I think that's another thing. And do you notice that we always save like all the videos on social media? Like we save them as soon as send it to them, and they won't watch unless they are playing it. I take my phone and watch.
Let me ask my husband the other day. He said, I send him lots of videos, like sometimes what I do is, even if I've sent maybe like 3 back to back, I know that for him to be able to see it and understand, I should just go save the other ones and resend it another day. Because if I keep sending, it's not gonna watch it. So he said anytime I send him like that, I should let us have a conversation about what was, because sometimes he will just look at it. Sometimes he doesn't even get what is. Oh my goodness. Oh, God,
it's like they are white. like you said, they're all so differently. You know, we can watch a video and we both get it. What are they saying? So what's it trying to? Yeah. So you did not pick it up from what
they said a man and a woman should raise a child. He knows what he's saying. He knows how like there are different areas. Yeah. You know, he knows.
So if you're watching this and you are struggling with your marriage, it's okay. Yes. It's strong. Yeah, it's okay. But what's not okay? It's a phase.
But it now depends on what you do, the actions there.
So what can we do? Like, especially, you know, we both have new babies. Yeah. You know, we are going through it, new phase. We are in a new chapter in our life right now.
Totally new chapter, my sister.
So what people struggling out there, what do you think we can? What are you doing? Like, what do you think they can do to help their struggling marriage?
Okay, what for the marriage aspect, what you can do is, I will always emphasize communication.
Yeah.
Communication. And in communication, remember that your body also communicates.
Yeah.
Your tone also communicates. So when I say communication, it's not just the words, just blah, 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 blah. No, it's not just what's coming out. It's the how, it's the when, it's the timing.
And also, like, the person listening is also communication. Yes. Without that,
it's the timing.
Yeah.
Is the how too, is the approach, the posture that you have, you know, when it comes to communication in marriage. You know, it's very important, and it's easy for people to say, why is it the wife that needs to know how to communicate? No, it's not just the wife, the husband too needs to know how to communicate, but because we are the ones that really carry most of the mental workload of parenting, in all honesty. And that happens for many reasons. In some homes, in some homes, actually, the men carry most of the mental workload of parenting.
Yes, absolutely.
But for some homes, you know, it's the mom. And so I'm speaking as to where is the mom, in the sense that maybe you work from home, you're home with the kids when the dad, your husband, has gone to work. You know, so that is why the women will have to learn how to communicate what the husband, what is happening in their own blind spots, because they cannot see, they don't know, they don't understand. Exactly. So that is why you will be the one to learn how to communicate more. Yes, that's it. That's one. The other thing is, I made a suggestion about like trying to see how you can implement doing things together. Trying to see how you can connect together, like intentionally connect. Like be deliberate about it. And when in connecting, it's not only when you're in the bedroom doing the other side of marriage, doing the work of the Lord, knowing each other. You say Abraham knew Sarah and then she got pregnant. So it's not only when you are knowing each other.
Okay, that's where I'm going.
It's not only when you are knowing each other that you connect. You can connect.
Even when you're eating and drinking water.
Exactly. So learn how to connect together. And then also, I believe like a couple that prays together.
Oh yes, I was going to
stay together, like in the sense that, and in praying, you can have conversational prayers with God. You know, where you both are pausing, you're practicing the pausing and praying and speaking, and then be vulnerable before God, like before yourselves. Express yourself in prayer. Let your husband express himself. You know, you'll be able to pick things and let the Holy Spirit just breathe on both of you. You know, there's that.
As we are saying this, I just also want to tell someone out there. I don't know if this message is for you. I remember I was listening to a sermon. They said that they are the people that knows, like, they have the best advice in, like, when you're advising someone about marriage or relationship, like they can give the best advice, but sometimes they are like struggling in their own marriage themselves. So that's why they know exactly what to say, how to say this, and you know, things like that. I feel like if you are watching this and you are that person, just know that what Happy is saying about when just the only thing you need to do if you are struggling is go back to God with your husband and try to like communicate. I feel like when you are both together, when you are both learning about God, you become so close.
Yeah, because you'll be real, you'll be honest, like, yourself, your vulnerable self comes
out. So even if you're not doing if you not take anything away from what you listen today, and if you know what are they even saying, that I've said this, I've said that, just know that we can build like a relationship with God, with your partner, understanding, like praying together. I really love it. It's like praying together, reading the Word of God together, and you will see how your life, not just your life, but your family life will transform in a way.
Yeah.
So I feel like some people just they know what to say, but they can't just act. They can't just accept. They can't just really live in it. But I just really wanted to say, when you're talking about God, that if you don't take anything away from this video at all, just build your relationship with God, with your spouse, and see what God will do.
Then to add to that even in the case where the spouse is not believing in God or anything, take yourself to God.
Yes.
Take yourself to God. And let God, take yourself to God and be vulnerable before God.
Yeah.
Like speak to God about even that aspect of your for your spouse as well. Like intercede for your spouse. Yeah.
Because sometimes I like that point, because sometimes you are willing, right? You want to, but even you say we don't know the. I love. Oh my God, you're just giving like this great point, like the approach. You don't know the approach to go. You're not like you want to go. Let's talk.
That's true. That's true now. Like you have to be timing of things, the tone, the body language and all as well.
It's not easy, and I realize that a lot of people really struggle, and most of the time they just overlook it. They just let time pass, and that is killing everything we call the institution itself.
Yes, and in many cases, even for women, it can build resentment towards the husband. Don't you see that I'm drowning in motherhood? You're not even saying anything. And already the mother already is struggling about my career is this, my purpose is this, my dream is this, or this one is this. So there's now that part of the marriage not really given.
The woman might feel like nothing is working for me. She might even feel like it can even be like a reflection of how we've talked about it, like it's going to be a reflection of how you mother your children, because if your marriage is not working, you are really struggling, you can't even sleep, the kid is not taking the cereal, you're trying to do this and nothing is working, or you're even applying for the jobs, they're not getting anything, you're now in a shadow, and it can and it's not just women, sometimes it's like the men that is going through.
Actually, there are men that they are the ones carrying the mental work, like the 100% workload of parenting, of homekeeping, and things like that. There are. So sometimes it's a thing of maybe personalities as well, and availability as well, depending on phases of life, people's careers, people's different things, right? So depends. So this is also for the men as well,
What else can they do? Maybe we talk about.
They should practice deliberate scheduling. Scheduling of their timing. Schedule like a time of rest for them, a time of going out, dating themselves again. Schedule dates intentionally. Be intentional about it. Even if you cannot go out of the house, if it's when the kids are asleep, schedule dates. Transform your living room or your dining to a setting where both of you can just things like that. And also the part of doing things together. If it's cooking together, if it doesn't have to be a stressful meal, maybe like simple meals that you can do together. Like say, taste this. Intentionally make it happen when they come back from work or something. Now, of course, if it's not as they are coming from somewhere that is far away, I my husband will want to probably taste something first before such shenanigans. So have something where you can snack on and then do something together.
I also think the way our love languages might also change.
Love languages changes. I think I made a video of that in my YouTube, my progress strategy YouTube about like love language change, or do we outgrow certain love languages? Yes, we do.
Perfect. Yes. So I was going to say that. So if you haven't watched, please go to our YouTube channel to go. I will go watch it. I haven't watched that, so I'll go watch it myself. So I also want to advise, like maybe you understand the new love language, because you might be thinking like, that's 10 years ago. It's no longer working for me.
This is
so what's like my.
We should do an episode of love languages.
Oh, okay,
Because do you know love language also shows in our parenting?
Yeah, oh yes.
And it also helps us to
Yes.
know our children.
Children,
Yeah,
yes.
sorry to
Yes.
cut you.
Yeah, so I was going to say that you should learn like your spouse love language, because
Yes.
definitely what we talked about when we were dating is not the same.
It's different.
It's different. Like you might be thinking maybe you are loving them the way they think you are loving them the way you think they want to be loved, but that's not it. You're just getting it all wrong. Honestly, so it's part of like the communication, like you said, like okay, how can I love you better?
Exactly.
How can I love you more? Because it's not just it's easy to say let's communicate, let's do it. They might be doing everything, but if it's not speaking to you, or like if it's not really what you crave for, it's gonna be like an effort, like a wasteful effort.
Yes. That love language one is so key. Yeah. So this is where it takes deliberate work. You can't just a good marriage, or not even just good marriage. A working marriage doesn't just work. That's why it's a working marriage, an effective marriage. You have to put in the work. It's not. It won't just happen that we'll just we'll keep knowing each other. Because we live together. No. We have to really put in the work, and that work on love language is so key, so huge. Because yes, love language does change. It evolves. Like imagine, even this face, we may think this is our love language. By the time the kids are gone, me acts of service is a top tier for me when it comes to love language. Acts of service is, But it will come to a stage where probably the kids are gone, many things, I don't have so much to do, or maybe I would have hired outsourced the many things like that they can for everything is in line. So imagine that time, maybe I'll now say, I have more time. So that actually quality time is now my love language. So it does change. So it's important for marriages to really know. For people in marriages to really put in that work on knowing. I know they say we should look up to some people in their marriage, but really when we do that, we just think, oh wow, these wonderful people. What happened? What happened? I also don't like when I don't think we should pretend to be another way. Like we are struggling in your marriage. I'm not saying you should go out there and be saying that I'm struggling, but rather than pretending that everything is perfect, right? Why can't you use the same efforts to work on it to make it perfect? Seek help and watch podcasts like this. Get resources and speak to people that you can speak to. Pray about it. Let God lead you, and then speak to people about it. Get books. Sometimes we desire things, right? And sometimes even like you were saying something earlier on that we compare maybe these marriages, and the thing is there are two different people in different marriages. If they pair one of the person in marriage A with the other person in marriage B, it may not work. Exactly. So marriage A is working because the two people are putting in the work for themselves to make it work. Marriage B will work because there is the people in it that marriage is not just a box. Two people make up the marriage. Two people. And how it flows, like you said. Oh, no, go ahead. No, I was just please finish up, because I was going to divert to something is like the people that are not helping when it comes to like parenting, like you should also help, because that might be why your own marriage is struggling. We are talking about people that are couples that are actually good parents that have struggling marriage. But if your marriage can also be struggling, if maybe because you're not helping out, that's another angle. Exactly. To look at it. Exactly. So both parties have to be proactive. You have to be. You have to really be proactive in helping one another. You have to be proactive in helping one another as you're a couple. We should be proactive in also parenting, in the sense that don't think, the baby is crying or anything, so it's the mother alone that should get up. No, it should actually be both of you. Like you should be proactive in knowing that you've been busy all day with the baby. Either it's the mother or the father. It should be the other partner should be proactive in the sense that let me relieve you. Not until they ask. Because sometimes some people don't want to ask because maybe they feel you're also busy. You're also busy, yes. Right? So you should be proactive in just showing up. The kids. The kids, we're picking up the kids, this and that. So you just have to be proactive. Don't assume the other partner should go do it. The other parents should go do it. Your partners working together. Right? Both ways, actually. It goes both ways. Both from the father, mother, the wife or husband, and all. So it goes both ways.
If you're out there you are struggling, just take it to God. Let God be your foundation. Let Him lead you. Let Him walk through you. Because sometimes we are willing, but we even some are too proud. They even know what to, not just to ask. God can even tell them, but they might not even actually want to act based on what God has said.
Yeah.
Right? So sometimes you also want to work on yourself. That's why going back to like, there's God, there's you, then there's your partner before both of you, right?
Yes.
So you also want to go back to yourself and see what can I do.
Yes.
When you identify what you can do to be a better person, I think when you're a better person, it's everything just aligns.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when you're a better person, when you want to be a great version of who God says you are, everything will align. Yeah. It cannot be a bad thing when you now marry a wrong person. Like, the person is not seeing that in you.
Yeah. Or when the other person is also not working on themselves.
When
because you've been working on yourself, and then the other person is not working on themselves. They're just
then you now be triggered. Like their actions sometimes can trigger the old you. You now realize that you are going back to the things you don't want to do.
Oh yes. Oh, that's so true.
So sometimes you really also need to pray to God that God, the way you're speaking to me, speak with my partner. Because we are also flesh, right? We are also trying. And when you are praying, you are doing this, you are doing like, God, please help me. And if you are not telling God to help your spouse, you're just, it's like I won't call it a waste, because you're also, not other aspect of your life will be great, but it's also very, very important to pray for your spouse so that you can work together.
Yes. I love that part of prayer. We cannot even overemphasize prayer in any aspect of life. And that's why part of the reason why I really love our podcast name is that Rooted and Real. Yes. And this is two real minds who are rooted in faith, just sharing our journeys and all, and emphasizing. And also, this podcast is a reminder for us, because we'll see these videos in like years to come now and watch our journeys and just smile and and thank God for the progress so far. So yes, remember that the place of prayer cannot be overemphasized. Pray for your own self, whether in marriage, whether you feel your marriage is in that place you want it to be, there's a next place God wants it to be. Whether it's in motherhood and parenting, there's need for us to pray for us to really be the versions of us that God has ordained us to be. There's a reason why you are the parents of your kids. There's a reason why your wife is. There's a reason why it's your husband. So you need both you and your husband. Why husband needs both you and your wife. Couples need each other for them to actually be the parents to nurture their children in the environments that God wants them to be nurtured. And so it goes hand in hand. We help one another in marriage. Remember, whatever is happening in your marriage overflows to your motherhood journey, to the motherhood journey will just really amplify whatever it is, whatever lapses exist in that marriage. So my prayer is that God will keep helping each one of us, like through the various phases, and minister to us on how to blend and stay connected even as we're married, and stay connected even with the kids without the kids interfering in marriages and all, in the name of Jesus. Amen. We still have so much to say on this episode, so come back for more. But for now, this is the end. And
subscribe, share something that is working in your marriage. Let us know. We are also learning. And please like it. And we'll see you
and come back again
next week.
Bye.
Can you talk this first? I'm going to use it as behind the scene because of the laptop. What's it so big? You have to use it to show that.
Oh, Jesus have mercy, Lord. Strengthen us, Lord.
This is a content creation.
101.
Okay, come back. Camera rolling. Cuts. Okay. Two good parents and one struggling marriage. Okay. And I really like how we did the introduction. Should we leave it?
Yeah, we'll leave it.
Okay.
We'll leave it. Yeah. I'll just take out that part.
Okay. So today